is this Chinese nuclear company, Chinese nuclear supplier company that Rosemont Seneca is an investor in, that Hunter Biden's company?
Hunter Biden's private equity firm that he is a major shareholder of has invested in blacklisted Chinese firms, including a nuclear firm that's sanctioned for trying to steal our nuclear warheads. So he and the White House say, oh, he's not on the board anymore. Maybe not, but you know what? He's an equity holder. He has a financial interest, and we know this just from business filings in China. So here's why the inquiry is so important over a regular investigation. The inquiry penetrates executive privilege, whether it's over the emails, and it has standing to get these kinds of records from whether it's the banks, the LLCs, the shell companies, or these private equity firms that Hunter is an equity holder. So how is that then affecting Biden saying, we don't want to contain China, we want China to be successful on the international stage? How is policy being affected by his family getting enriched?
And that's what we've been trying to identify, Congressman. We've been trying to identify what specific policy changes did Joe Biden make, or was Joe Biden behind to understand why he was paid and his family was paid these $20+ million, although Nancy Mace told me it's up to $50 million.
Well, Maria, you're absolutely right. We know policy changes were made. Joe Biden, as Vice President of the United States, withheld $1 billion in U.S. aid to Ukraine to get the Ukrainian prosecutor Viktor Shokin fired. And then I would argue that we're in a war in Ukraine in a proxy war with Russia today. Why? Because the Bidens are on the hook. He couldn't say no to Zelensky, and he still can't say no to Zelensky. These are the types of dangerous policy decisions that this leader has made, and he's lied about them. He lied about 9/11 just last week, and if he lies about that, he will lie about anything.
So why aren't you getting his family members in and subpoenaing them? I mean, I know that this is Jim Jordan's committee, next week you've got Merrick Garland testifying.
Yes.
But look, if we had Hunter Biden in tomorrow, which I would love to see, he's going to lie. We need to have his bank records. We need to see where the money went. We know he complained about paying Dad's bills. He complained that he couldn't have access to Dad's account. He complained about having to share half his salary.
Yeah.
That's all admissible in court, but I want to see the actual records, and that's what Jordan and that's what Comer are going after, and that's why the inquiry is needed.
Are we going to see a subpoena of Biden family members?
I will say yes eventually, but we're going to have all of the information in front of us beforehand. And here's something else.
But what if you don't get it?
Well, let me tell you who else we need to have. We need to have every single federal bureaucrat that covered up Joe Biden's crimes for all these years. This isn't anything new, because those are the people that we have to fire, and those are the people that under a Republican-held White House, under President Trump, the Department of Justice needs to prosecute.
All right, we will leave it there. Great conversation. Thank you so much to both Congressman Michael Waltz and Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Congressman Michael Waltz, thank you. Congressman, thank you. Up next, crimes and misdemeanors, informed analysis on President Biden and his family's overseas business deals with New York Post columnist Miranda Devine and Peter Schweitzer, president of the Government Accountability Institute. We've got breaking news there coming up right after this.